and problem.
Hello, mabuhay! This is Teacher Lourdes, and this is your course, Methods of Research. Our lesson 5 is the research process. Our objectives are discuss the principles in writing a correct research title or problem, research questions or objectives, and hypothesis. And for your student activity, you will state or write a title and the research question or questions of the problem identified, and you will also state and write the hypothesis of the problem. Let's play jumbled letters. Write in the comment section this the correct words in this jumbled letters. You can pause the video to answer. Now let's see if you got the correct answers. The first one is the word question. The second, research. And the third, hypothesis. Did you got did you get all the three uh, words? Congratulations. Let's now have the lesson proper. This is the research process. The first one, you should identify a research problem. A research problem is an issue or knowledge gap that needs addressing, usually identified through literature, review, observation, or professional practice. It should be specific, researchable, and contribute meaningfully to the field. A research problem is a specific issue, gap, or contradiction within existing knowledge that your study aims to address. It can emerge from practical concerns such as low staff retention or theoretical gaps. Example, uncharted relationships between variables. Effective problem identification involves scanning academic literature or reports to detect underexplored aspects or gaps and framing the problem precisely, specifying who, what, where, and why. So, for example, I had a challenge in my life when I had breast cancer in uh, 2023. And praise the Lord and thank the Lord that I already overcome the challenge and I am well now. And uh, I I developed a study which was titled Bamboo Fiber Bra for Breast Cancer Patients and Survivors. And during my defense in the main office of the Camarines Norte State College in Daet, Camarines Norte, the panel headed by Dr. Adrian Ginto suggested that I conduct a scoping review first in order to establish the value of bamboo fiber to be used as clothing. So, so this is my study. Okay, so it's entitled Bamboo Fiber Utilization in Medicine and Clothing, a Scoping Review. Okay, this is my name. I'm Lourdes Ivirandagan Maniscan. I'm currently instructor 3 at Camarines Norte State College, College of Trades and Technology. Okay, so this is my study which won Best Paper, Best Full Research when I presented it in the uh, Second Asian Multidisciplinary Conference on Education and Research, Transforming Knowledge into Action with the theme Empowering Communities for Sustainable Development and Global Impact on May 23, 2025. So, praise the Lord because I won Best Full Research. Okay, so this is certificate of paper presentation. So, as you can see, uh, from my experience, I want to solve a problem which is to develop a bamboo fiber bra for breast cancer patients and survivors. And upon review of literature, I found that bamboo fiber has antibacterial properties. So I believe it is best for use by breast cancer patients and survivors. So it can help in the healing process of the skin. So that's how I identify my problem. Okay, so let's now have the next one, writing the title. Okay, so the title should succinctly convey the essence of the research by including important variables and the target population and the context of the study. A well-crafted title increases clarity and helps the work to be easily found in academic databases. While existing sources focus more on content, the title plays a crucial role. It encapsulates the core focus, mentioning variables, context, and population, so readers immediately grasp the study's aim. A strong title is concise, informative, and includes key terms that reflect the research problem and the methodology. So as you can see in my study, uh, the title of my study is concise. It includes key terms which are easily uh, understandable. And as you can see, there is a colon here, meaning that the study is a scoping review. So let me share also uh, my master's thesis. The title of my master's thesis is Contextualize Comic Strips, Effects to Understanding of Physics Concepts. Okay, this is my master's thesis when I was a student in Bicol University Graduate School in Legazpi City, Bicol. Okay, in November 2017. So, uh, this is the statement of the problem. So, we will discuss this later. So, let's go back to the presentation. Okay? Okay. So, as you write the title, make sure that your title is concise, informative, and it includes key terms that reflect the research problem and the methodology. Okay? So, next step is stating the problem or the research question or questions. Okay? After defining the problem, researchers create a research question to direct the study. A strong research question is clear, focused, answerable, and significant, often guided by frameworks like FINER, which means visible, interesting, novel, which means it is new or um, a new idea, ethical and relevant, or PICOT, which means population, intervention, comparison, outcome, and time. So you can be guided by these frameworks, FINER and PICOT. After identifying the problem, you will craft a problem statement and follow up with a research question that reveals exactly what you aim to explore. A strong research question is focused, answerable, visible, specific, and complex. Use frameworks such as PICOT, okay, again, or FINER for structured formulation. And the good questions go beyond the yes or no. So don't make questions or objectives that can be answerable by yes or no. The questions should require exploration, analysis, or evaluation. So let's check my research questions in my bamboo fiber study as well as my master studies. Okay, so let's scroll down to my objectives. So in research, you can either use research questions or research objectives. So the main objective of this study is to be able to review existing literature about the utilization of bamboo fiber in medicine and clothing to establish its significance and legitimacy to be used as fabric in breast cancer bra. Specifically, it aims to achieve the following objectives. So, the number one is to identify the range of medical applications of bamboo fiber. Second, to map evidence of environmental sustainability of bamboo fiber in clothing. And third one, to identify gaps in existing literature on bamboo fibers, medical and environmental applications. So, in crafting your objectives or your research questions, it's important that you think of the specific uh, data you would want to collect in order to um, completely explain your study. So you must choose the correct terms in crafting the objective. So now let's look at my statement of the problem of my master's study, which is about contextualize comic strips effects to understanding of physics concepts, because I am a physics major in education in Bicol University. Okay, so these are the questions, research questions of my thesis in my master's. So the statement of the problem is this study aimed to develop, validate, and utilize contextualized comic strips and prepare, validate, and conduct 5 E's lesson plans that were adapted from the modules and determine their effects on the level of understanding of the students of the concepts in grade 8 heat and temperature and electricity. So as you can see in the statement of the problem, the overall aims of the study are indicated, and specifically it sought answers to the following questions. Number one, what contextualized comic strips in heat and temperature and electricity may be developed to supplement the lessons in grade 8 physics? And the number two question is, what is the level of understanding of the students exposed? Okay. What is the level of understanding of the students exposed to the contextualized comic strips? And the number three question is, what are the effects of the use of the comic strips on the students' A, understanding of physics concepts, and B, appreciation of physics in real life? So, if you notice in my thesis, in my master's study, the questions are the research questions are termed so that it will answer specific uh, problems. Okay, and in my bamboo fiber objectives, they are written as sentences and not as questions. So you can use objectives or research questions in crafting your research problem. Okay, so now let's go back. So the next one is creating the hypothesis. Hypotheses are testable predictions based on theory or prior findings. In quantitative research, they are formulated as null and alternative hypotheses to examine relationships between variables using statistical methods. When conducting empirical or quantitative research, you derive hypotheses from your questions. These are predictive statements that can be tested statistically. So, what are the characteristics of a strong hypothesis? It must be testable and grounded in theory or evidence and specify the expected relationship between the variables. So, there are different types of hypothesis, the null versus the alternative, and the directional versus non directional, or the associative versus the causal. The typical order, broad research question, and then inferential hypothesis if applicable. There is a null and an alternative statistical testing. In case of my master's and bamboo fiber study, I did not create a hypothesis. So it depends upon your study. I think in your college paper, you are supposed to write hypothesis. But in my master's and my bamboo fiber bra scoping review research paper, I did not indicate any hypothesis. So uh, now let's have the overall flow or the hourglass model of the research process. The first one is you must start broad. You will identify a general problem. And then number two, you will narrow down. You will review literature to see what's been studied and where gaps lie. Literature are the existing studies on your topic. So, in choosing literature, you must wisely choose so that uh, you will only pick the related literature to your studies. And number three, focus. You will develop a clear problem statement and precise research question or questions. And number four, you will predict. If it's a hypothesis driven study, you will craft hypotheses that are measurable and falsifiable. And number five, you will design and test. You will select methods to collect data, analyze relationships, and you will test the hypothesis statistically. So let's now have uh, the samples in sample title, sample research question, and sample hypothesis. So the first topic is online learning and academic performance. So a sample title is the impact of synchronous versus asynchronous online learning on academic achievement of senior high school students. And the research question will be, what is the effect of synchronous versus asynchronous online learning modes on the academic performance of senior high school students? So that is your research question. You can also create additional research questions. In college, you can create minimum of 3 questions. Okay, so that uh, you can collect or gather data that will answer your the aims of your study. And for this specific topic, your hypothesis, this one is an alternative hypothesis with number one, H1. Students engaged in synchronous online learning will achieve higher academic performance than those in asynchronous learning settings. So that is your alternative hypothesis. For the null hypothesis, when you say null, you use the word no significant difference. So your null hypothesis is there is no significant difference in academic performance between students in synchronous and asynchronous online learning environments. So that's how you craft your alternative and null hypothesis. Another example for the topic electrical technology, the title effectiveness of solar powered emergency lighting systems in reducing power outage downtime in rural households. For your research question, how effective are solar powered emergency lighting systems in reducing blackout related downtime in rural households compared to conventional battery powered systems? So, this research question will conduct a experiments because it will compare the solar powered lighting system to the conventional battery powered systems. Okay, so there will be a hypothesis, the alternative hypothesis, solar powered emergency lighting systems significantly reduce power outage downtime in rural households compared to battery powered alternatives. And the null hypothesis, where there is no significant difference, there is no significant difference in outage downtime between homes using solar powered systems and those using battery powered lights. So that's how you craft your hypothesis and research question. Another example, the title, Performance Comparison of Microcontroller Based versus Traditional Timer Circuits in Automated Irrigation Systems. So as you can see in the title, it's a complicated process because you will compare the performance of microcontroller based versus the traditional timer circuits in automated irrigation systems. So this is an elaborate experiment and study. So the research question is, does a microcontroller based timer circuit improve the accuracy and reliability of automated irrigation systems compared to traditional timer circuits? So again, this study will conduct an experiment wherein the researchers will compare the microcontroller based timer circuit and the traditional timer circuits. Okay, so the hypothesis for this study, the alternative hypothesis is microcontroller based timer circuits significantly improve timing accuracy and reliability in automated irrigation systems. And the null hypothesis, there is no significant difference in performance between microcontroller based and traditional timer circuits in automated irrigation systems. Okay, another example in automotive technology, influence of ethanol blended fuel on engine performance and emission levels in small displacement gasoline engines. So, the research question is, what is the effect of ethanol blended fuel on engine performance and emission levels in small displacement gasoline engines? So, this is also an experimental study wherein the researchers will test the effect of ethanol blended fuel. They will test the fuel, the effect of it on the engine performance and emission levels. The hypotheses are the alternative, ethanol blended fuel leads to improved combustion efficiency and reduced emission levels in small displacement gasoline engines compared to regular unleaded fuel. And the null hypothesis, there is no significant difference in engine performance or emissions between ethanol blended and regular unleaded fuel. So, uh, as you can see in this study, there is a experimental and experimental uh, process wherein the researchers will test the engine performance and the emissions between ethanol blended and regular unleaded fuel. So there are varied types of research. There are experimental research and there are qualitative research wherein there is no need to conduct an experiment and the students or the researchers will only conduct survey questions, will ask participants to answer their studies questions. So the researchers can develop questionnaire and survey questions in order to answer the stated or the specified objectives or research questions. And experimental, usually this is called quantitative quantitative research. When you say qualitative, you focus more on um, qualifying and evaluating the the participants or uh, the other data. Wherein in quantitative research, there are usually from the word quanti, which means there are numbers involved in the research. So in the quantitative research, there is numbers and there are tables which will show the results of the experiments or the studies. Okay, so that's our discussion in the developing the research title, research question, and the hypothesis. So these are our online sources. Thank you so much for these sources. And also, I would like to thank Canva.com, ChatGPT, and Zoom.com. For your student activity, your activity title is The Research Detective Mission to Solve a Real World Puzzle. You will group yourselves into 8, 9, or 10 members, and you will choose one case below and follow the directions. Your submissions can be a video of yourselves of 1 to 2 minutes or a PowerPoint presentation with voiceover of your group mates. You will send your output to our Google Classroom in 3 days. Be sure to submit because Google Classroom will close in 3 days. And these are the cases. Case A, increasing mental health issues among teens. Case B, declining reading performance in schools. And case C, improper waste segregation in barangays. You will identify a research problem based on your chosen case, and you write a compelling and clear research title, and you will formulate the problem statement or the research question, and you will create at least one hypothesis, or if it is applicable, create the null and alternative hypothesis. So I hope you learned our lesson on creating a research title, problem statement, and hypothesis. So thank you. This is your teacher Lourdes, saying be the best version of yourself and mabuhay!